Continue our pre-race media availabilities for Sunday's Hellman's 500. We're joined now by the driver of the number 19 Subway Toyota, Carl Edwards. Carl, we've heard a number of competitors talk about how important it is to be there at the end to give yourself a chance at the win this weekend. How much more challenging does that become knowing that it's a cutoff race?
Well, this track has been challenging to me since the first time I came here, but this race is pretty simple for us. We brought very good race cars. We are hoping to qualify up front, race up front all day, and try to get a victory. You know, it'd be nothing simpler than just winning the race and not worrying about anything else. I'm proud to represent Subway, especially proud this race. Subway's going to donate. They're going to do a promotion, and during the day, there's a day in which every sub they sell, they're going to donate one sub sandwich to Feeding America to feed folks. So it's a huge, great thing that Subway's doing, and hopefully we can get the word out on that. But yeah, for us, we want to get through this race with the car in the general same shape as it is right now, and hopefully get a win and move on.
Excellent. We'll open up the questions. We'll go first to Jeff Gluck, then we'll come up to Bob, then Jonathan, and keep rolling to Jordan.
Carl, I'm back behind the cameras, but you said you want to run up front, which I understand because it's a race and everything, and people want to win. But at the same time, why not drop to the back? Why not play it super safe and conservative, I guess?
Because I have wrecked racing up front, I've wrecked in the back, and I've wrecked in the middle, and I can tell you it just feels better to be up front. I mean, I don't know that you can have a plan. I know, I'll tell you this, I know that you can't make a plan that is foolproof here. And I know that every one of us is built to race, and we build these race cars, and we build them as fast as we can, and we definitely don't want to get wrecked riding around in the back. So if especially if we can start up front, we just want to stay up front all day.
We'll go up front here to Bob, and then we'll go to Jonathan.
Bob Hockers, ESPN. It's my understanding those new cars that you guys have are 2017 restrictor plate cars in the sense they have the change in the floorboard area. Did you notice any difference?
No, I didn't know that. But that's good. Yeah, you're on it, man. Yeah, we're going to have to cover up the windows at JGR better. No. Okay, no, that's cool. No, that's great. If he said that's. Well, because I'm very fortunate, and I have been throughout my whole career, to have guys at the shop that are building the very best and very safest cars that I can race. And my job is to go out and drive them as fast as possible and not to get really caught up worrying about too much of that. This week, for example, we focused 100% on Kansas and then Homestead and now Talladega. And so, yeah, I'm not up to speed on it. I should be. But there was one superspeedway race, I believe it was here, where I actually ran into a car that was pulling off a pit road, and I hit that car so hard and went up in the air that looking at it afterwards, seeing what could have possibly happened with that foot box, I'm real excited to have more brace or more shielding there, and I think that's a good move on NASCAR's part. And if we have that in the car, that's good.
We'll go to Jonathan, and then over here to Jordan.
Jonathan Merriman, NASCAR.com. Carl, what's your situational awareness like in terms of the points when you're behind the wheel at a racetrack where you can go from first to 40th in one lap?
Mine's never been very good. I always underestimate our position. I always feel like we need to go. So, we're not going to worry about that too much. Our mission is to just run well, be smart, not get caught up in that. I mean, we're aware that anything can happen, but Dave Rogers, we started talking about it, and he's like, basically, look, let's just go try to win the race, and whatever happens, happens. We're all racers. We've done this enough that we don't want to overthink it. So, I think that general idea is evidence, with the new cars and the best effort we can bring to try to win this thing.
We'll go to Jordan.
Carl, Jordan Bianchi, SBNation.com. It's been well documented this year how well the Toyotas have worked together on the restrictor plate tracks, especially at Daytona and the 500. Can you take me into the meetings and what you guys are talking about and how you guys specifically target, how we're going to work together with each other and what we're going to do to, in the late stages?
I feel like Daytona was just that just everything aligned, and that was unbelievable how well it worked. I wasn't at the meeting this week, so hopefully someone will clue me in as to what the plan is. But more often than not, even if you have a plan, man, they fall apart so easily here. I think you have to really be conscious of the developing race and different circumstances. So yeah, we had a really good plan at Daytona. It worked. I don't know if we'll ever be able to do that again, but that would be neat if we could put something together. Bob will let me know, I'm sure, when that plan happens. Yeah, tell me about the meeting. What happened? Was there Subway there? Was it? No.
We'll come up front here to Tom, and then we'll go over to Steve.
Hey, Carl, Tom Jensen,
Yes.
FoxSports.com. 2 questions. First, what was wrong with your car? We kept hearing reports of a vibration.
Yeah.
And second, how important is it personally for your own, I guess, ego, for lack of a better word, to win a restrictor plate race, which you haven't been able to do so far?
Yeah, well, the car, first of all, we had a couple issues. I think, as I left, I think we're going to change the rear end gear. Not sure if they decided finally on that, but we're going to try that. We just had a vibration, and these cars, these JGR Toyotas, are normally they are glass smooth. They're really nice, and so I just want to be careful that we don't have another something bigger. So I don't want to ignore that problem. We're going to address it, go through a bunch of things, and then decide. I could race it like it is, but I think we'll be able to smooth it out. And then, yeah, it'd be nice to get a win at one of these tracks. We've been really close. I mean, just throughout my career, there have been, some races that I felt like we had won, and then things would happen. Some of them spectacular things, but I really felt like we've been really close. I'd like to, get a couple victories at these places. Just it would be nice.
We'll stay up front here to Tom.
Tom Menino, WVTM 13. Just wanted to get your take on this. This is the last year before Talladega gets swapped out in the chase. It moves back one spot, so it's the race in the middle. Were you in favor of that, especially in light of knowing how unpredictable this place could be?
I think Talladega being in this round, I think it makes all of the races crazier, just because you know that this one's slightly less predictable. So it puts the pressure on, regardless of where it's at. I guess if it were the first race, there's a chance you could come out and everything would go smoothly, and then the other next 2 races might be more normal. But heck, I don't know. I feel like truly Talladega gets a lot of attention, but as this, as being a real wild card, but as people get better at this chase and understand how important each lap is in each position, the intensity has just been ramping up the last couple of years, and it seems like it's there for sure this year.
We're going to go to the right to Steve and then to Holly.
Yeah, hey, Steve Hummer with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Curious about some of your personal history here. Wonder what is the most frustrated you've been leaving here after having worked and prepared and having it all thrown out the window by what is called racing luck, I guess. And maybe has there been an example where you've been a beneficiary of that?
Man. Yeah, we've had some so hard to choose between no, we've had some bad races and some wrecks, and we've also had some really good races where we did what we needed to do and almost got a victory. The one time when the rain came and Ricky and I were racing and we timed everything right and we were leading when it rained, and I felt like we did a really good job controlling that race. I think we ended up leading it down to the back straightaway before the Davids got by me. So those have been good. But we've had some bad ones. I'd say the best race I've ever had here was over across the street. Stacey Holmes' dirt car won a race over there once. That was good, but this place has just been tough, But I think the trick is having a really fast car, being up front, having your luck go your way, and it'll happen eventually. But we just got to keep digging.
We'll go right here in the middle to Holly.
Hey, Carl.
Hey.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. And you've kind of alluded to this already, but is it just us that feels this race is so completely unpredictable? I mean, the chances of the standings completely changing, of the playoff picture completely standing. Is it just other people that look at it that way, or do you guys as drivers, view it that way?
I think it's true. I mean, I think if you look back I think it's a couple years ago, Dave mentioned it. He doesn't like to talk about it, but I guess he and Kyle came here basically leading the points or really close to leading the points, and got knocked out running 42nd, and we're out of the chase. I mean, so that's a pretty big swing in fortune. I think all of us are aware that can happen here. And it's not just that it can happen. I mean, that can happen anywhere. It could happen at Charlotte. We saw a lot happen there, but it can happen, and it's not your fault, so to speak. I mean, it's outside circumstances. You know, you're just so close, and you're in a pack, and I think that's what makes this race interesting to watch, is that truly anything can happen. I mean, I've been staring at the checkered flag thinking I was going to win, and then been, upside down in the fence. I mean, it's and that was just the two of us messing around. You get the whole pack in there, it can get crazy.
We'll go to the back left to Jerry and then back to the center behind Holly.
Jerry Jordan, Performance Racing Network, and Kicking the Tires. On a lighter note, while you
Yeah.
were down in
I'm never coming back here again. You guys are getting me a little anxious.
while you were down in Miami, I want to make sure I heard this right. If you win the championship, you're going to join the Twitterverse. Can you elaborate on that?
But yeah, by the time I join Twitter will be like, out of fashion probably. But that's my plan. Hopefully tweet from. Oh really? It's been down all day. Yeah, I haven't noticed. So. Anyway, yeah. So that's the plan. Tweet from Victory Lane at Homestead. That would be good. Oh, I don't know what my Twitter handle would be. Yeah, I don't know. No. What am I now? Okay. All right. What did you say? Oh, okay. Do you have any questions or anything? No, nothing? All right. All right.
We'll go right here to the back.
So Twitter, the entire Twitter is down, huh? Really?
TuckerWhiteSpeedwayMedia.com, right here.
Oh, hey.
Carl, given the unpredictability and volatility of plate racing, as they get drowned out by trucks passing by, as I was saying, given the unpredictability and volatility of plate racing, is there ever a time you as a driver just stop and think, I am insane.
Yeah, I think exactly that. Yes,
stop
I
and think
do.
I am insane for doing
Yeah.
this or
Yeah.
anything along those lines?
Yeah, it is. It's a crazy style of racing, and there are times at the end of these races where you think this is truly insanity. All the cars are torn up, everybody's limping around, But I think NASCAR, aside from completely changing the racetrack and the style of racing, I believe NASCAR does the best job they can do keeping things as safe and as safe as they can. We've got the best technology we can have to keep the walls soft and the cars safe, and monitoring everyone and keeping us from bumping too much and all that. But it's a crazy style of racing. That's all there is to it.
We'll finish up right here in the middle with Kenny Bruce.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Carl, Sunday's race is number 1,000 for Toyota in the National Series. Can you just kind of talk about what it's meant to compete with those guys, and are they offering up anything special if you win on Sunday?
I don't know. I could announce something, then if I win, they'd have to give it to me, right? I've done that before. Yeah. So I hear it's a new LFA for whoever wins the 1,000th race. That's great. Toyota's been really amazing. I've had the chance, through my years with Ford, I learned a lot about their company and how they ran things, and it was really an honor to represent them. And upon switching over to Toyota, it's been an amazing experience. I've learned a ton. I just got the chance to visit their new headquarters in Plano, Texas, and the way that Toyota treats their employees, their customers, guys like me that represent them, it's second to none. I mean, they really are amazing. And the way that they contribute with the team is not just write a check. We've talked about it a lot, but the way they do things through TRD, with actually building our engines, owning the equipment that we use, the simulator, all of this stuff that truly is a part of our team. It's a true team. It's not a sponsor or a logo on the car. And then as far as the people at Toyota, they're just a ton of fun. I mean, we really have a good time, and I feel like I'm part of the family. So it's been a cool experience.
Carl, thanks for joining us today, and good luck on
Cool.
Sunday.
Thank you.